Hello, welcome to the show. William Davis here with a.p.c. Photography and WDCD Media. First off, I want to say thank you for joining in. 2025 was a year. When I say it was a year, I mean it was a phenomenal year. And in this year, I had the opportunity to do a lot of partnerships and be in a lot of different places. And I have to say, first off, thank you to all the partners and sponsors for the last 12 months or so. First off, the Elite Collective. We have been doing a partnership and working together as Carlos Amani and the Elite Collective going on 5 years now. Basically, no, 4 years. Basically, COVID pushed us together, and it's been kind of a good mix. Like we really like synced up, and it became like a cool thing. Of course, Daryl with Dancing in the Rain Media. I got to tell you, if you need somebody in the city and you want to get somebody to contract do your videos, talk to Daryl. He Dancing in the Rain has done videos for everybody, and it has been a great experience working with him. He does live streaming and a bunch of other things too. He also does nice videos for impact or just community stuff. And then, of course, we got to talk about Converge Media. Got to give props to Omar for all the work he does out in the community too. This year has been very unique. I've had an opportunity to have multiple projects that came through Converge Media that allowed me to shine in both our Fox affiliate locally, which is Fox 13, Fox Soul nationwide, and several local companies, including some of the like big landmark places like Mohi, where my work is still today on their website, dealing with the Mandela exhibit, which was amazing. Just to have the opportunity to be there to do the visual storytelling, being the producer for that, and also being the director of photography. Long story short, it's been an absolutely cool gift this year. Now, as the year 2026 is going forward, there's a couple things that will be changing with a.p.c. Photography and WDCD Media. We'll be doing more broadcasting, more multicasting. Speaking of which, this is a multicast. So we are casting to LinkedIn, which is where my main social media is, YouTube and YouTube. So my two YouTube channels, APC Video and Audio, and then the other one is Productions Washington. It's kind of cool to be able to simulcast like this, and we're offering some pretty cool packages. One of the really nice things too is this is a really good looking image. It's from my cell phone. One of the things we do that makes it easier for executives, C-suites, those who are on the run, social media people who are trying to be in 10 places at one time, is we offer you a way of having a full show done like this, but with remote production, which means I can be here in the Seattle area and you can be in Hong Kong, Seattle, New York, and all of you come together in one show and you look really good and professional. And this is kind of cool to be able to do. In fact, I'm over here at the new, what is this one here? It is Snoqualmie Falls New Hotel. Check this out. This place is just absolutely unbelievable. I mean, if you take a look at this is the place you got to come out and check out. I love coming out here. This wasn't my favorite place to come before because, Toledo had like the spot to chill and everything else, but now I like this spot. This is quite immaculate, quite beautiful. So we're going to go over a couple videos this year from this year. The first one we're going to do is from Mohi, actually. This is on Mohi's website. I'll link it in the comments below. I had the pleasure of going to the Mandela, both the opening night and a couple of the committee conferences where we had people coming in and asking questions of those who are part of the exhibition and around the Mandela history. Take a look at this, and I hope you get to enjoy.
And I'm so excited that I'm at MoHi for the official Mandela exhibit. Now, I'm going to be touring this amazing exhibit with some folks who are closely connected to this work. We got Eddie Rye Jr. and Lynn Wilson. Both of them were affiliates of the Seattle Coalition Against Apartheid. And we also have Anthony Long joining us, who is the writer for the Mandela exhibit. So y'all, we're going to get all the way into it and see how Mandela's life impacted the world. Y'all, this is definitely a great one that we want y'all to come down here to MoHi and see. So check it out with us so you can see what's in store for you when you get your ticket.
Everybody needs to see this exhibit. It's just stunning. It's absolutely amazing what MoHi was able to do with the folks that work here, like Anthony Long and others. It's absolutely amazing. I've never seen this so documented. I learned so much myself about Nelson Mandela in South Africa and apartheid, seeing the pictures of the police brutality, seeing the pictures of folks mobilized in the fight for freedom is really impressive, and I would encourage everybody to see it.
It's a very emotional exhibition, but it also has some places that give you a little bit of relief and joy. The significance here is that, for one of the reasons is why we're here tonight with the exhibition, is to speak to the anti-apartheid movement and the Seattle people who challenged it, the students from the University of Washington, Seattle University, and just citywide. It's not just Washington state history, national history.
I think that we had a lot of people who were concerned with human rights around the world. I personally got really involved when I saw members of the Congressional Black Caucus being arrested at the South African consulate in Washington, D.C. Before then, I preceded the Seattle Coalition Against Apartheid, so I knew we had a so-called honorary South African consulate in Seattle. I went down, was talking to him through the door about how painful it was to have a representative of South Africa that close to me in the city of Seattle. And eventually he called the police. Another person was in another demonstration, ran up on the porch, and about 6 police cars came. We were arrested, went to jail. I was represented by an attorney from the National Lawyers Guild, who also did a magnificent job. We had a very broad-based coalition. The protests lasted about 18 months. Every week, a different group would get arrested. Labor union people, teachers, pastors, from various ethnic groups. So it made an impact.
The Seattle Coalition Against Apartheid was very active and in trying to get Mandela released from prison. I was an attorney for the coalition as an attorney as part of the National Lawyers Guild in the late 1980s. I stayed in South Africa eventually for a whole month. I was sponsored by the church council. I went as an international observer, but that was the first week. And then another 3.5 weeks, I lived in a township. By staying in a township, I actually experienced what it was like to live in the apartheid system.
I see it impacting it in many ways. This story in this exhibit shows how ordinary people can come together under solidarity and make local change and national change, and most importantly, global change. I took it very seriously. One thing I wanted to convey to the audience is how deeply connected the city is to Nelson Mandela. And it was always in his corner, just advocating for his release and for justice in South Africa. The capacity that he had for reconciliation, just going about life, not being bitter about his injustice and his maltreatment, but just showing us that we have to see the humanity in each other at all times, regardless of how we've been treated.
He was raised to be a leader.
Oh, he was.
He was raised to be a chief of his tribe.
Yeah.
And that's why he's just because he was trained as a child.
One thing I hope they take away is one of my favorite Mandela quotes, is that it's impossible until it's done, that anything could be done. You can overcome any obstacle. Nothing is too hard. As long as you have a broad coalition of people on your side and you're showing that resilience, you can overcome any tough obstacles in life.
It's really inspiring to even just go back and remember. I've been through it twice now, and each time I go through it, I see something else that gives you like a visceral sense of how that country is and what Mandela was all about. It's just the inspiration. It's wonderful.
Or is just so fortunate to share this story with the community so they can learn from the past and how to tackle their issues of the day.
The significance of the Mandela exhibit, particularly today, is that we need to understand that everything comes around again. Think about the state of apartheid and the dominance of the Dutch and the British. We see some of that happening in America today. And I think that the apartheid movement and the civil rights movement were very, very similar in many ways. And so I think it's really important, even though we're all the way up here in the Pacific Northwest, the progressive Pacific Northwest, it's important for us to have this education and this teaching.
So the takeaway is this call to action. This is an exhibit that is very timely right now. I think that when the museum decided to bring it here several years ago, we weren't in this moment, but here we are, and I feel that it's destiny. We were meant to have this exhibition in Seattle and to be able to challenge the people here to take action, take charge of our own democracy at this time.
So that was actually pretty awesome. I got to be the director of photography and producer for the interviews, which was just mind-blowing to be able to hear these stories directly from them. Now, during the walk in the Mandela exhibit, Mr. Rai came alive. He was walking around and they were just talking, and I've got a separate set. I don't know why it's not in there, but there is a separate set of audio of him telling the stories of when he met Mandela, when he was doing all the work around African-American rights in Seattle and Washington State, the times he was in front of these different buildings. It literally was just like having history come to life, and he was really talking about it. So as he's walking through their museum, it was just absolutely amazing. Mohai has some of the best exhibits out there. If you're ever interested in going to a cool spot, having a good evening, go there. I think it's the last Thursday of every month too. They do like a free invite for people to come in. Overall, it's just a really good place to go see the Seattle history and also be on a little bit of the water out there, go for a beautiful walk, check out some cool stuff. These lake area is pretty nice. Now this next one is one of those partnerships that came out of working with Converge and the Elite Collective and having materials to show of what I've been doing. Hold on. I got some comments here. My bad. Hey, Nikki, how you doing? I'm doing good, Nikki. Hold on. Here's Nikki. Nikki's always in every one of them. I appreciate Nikki. Always coming in and saying hi. I'm doing good. Happy New Year's to you and all that. I got an opportunity to work with SEIU 2 years in a row. I am not showing this year's video because they are still using that for their campaigning and everything else. But here's what we did in 24, and our team is pretty extensive. We have a very amazing team to work with. a.p.c. Photography's team includes drone operators, video ops, multiple different types of camera operators and photographers, an editing team that just does a phenomenal job every single time. I'm glad you're doing fire, brother. Every single time that they come out, they will give you the best possible results out there, period. I always also make sure everyone who comments, I want to give them a highlight and let them be popped up there. And I want to show you one of the things we did for SEIU, not this year, but in 2024, they did an amazing march across Seattle. They had state representative, local representative, the county representatives, union reps that came up all the way from California and from Illinois. So this video here that's coming up was one of my favorite ones to do in 24, into 24, going into 25. And the people I got to work with on this one, so there was 4 individuals I got to work with. Ty, who is absolutely, her editing team is just phenomenal. Post-production work, Ty does the work and makes it come to life. You have Jet. Jet is an amazing hybrid shooter, does both photography and video, and he gave us both pieces the whole day. Worked out great. It was absolutely awesome. As a producer and a director of photographer, there's nothing better than having teammates who can make your life great. Lavoy, Prestige Media, this boy's drone work is just butter. When I say butter, I mean butter. He gets drone work done everywhere and he makes it look phenomenal. So here goes the video. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you. And
somebody is hurting my people, and it's gone on far too long, and we won't be silent anymore. Justice for janitors.
And because of janitors, buildings are clean. Because of security officers, the buildings are secure.
You are the backbone of our economy. You are around here doing the work every single day. You deserve a fair contract. You deserve health care. You deserve a fair wage. It's one job should be enough.
There used to be a time where we used to say our members were a paycheck away from being homeless, but now the reality is that they're a day away from being homeless. So there's a lot at stake. Our members' lives, quality of lives, their families, everything right now is at stake.
When I say people, you say power. People, power. People, power. Union, power. People, power. Union, power.
Our members come from all over the globe, so we are super proud of our diversity. I think that is what really makes us powerful, because at the end of the day, we all come together for one common goal, right? And that is to be able to have a dignified job that's going to be able to put food on the table, support our families, and have us thriving. And that is what we're out here really trying to do, is to fight for a better contract so that we're able to provide for our families in a dignified way.
I fight for my family and for all of us, because I know we deserve more. Cleaning and work like deserve more. Janitors deserve more. And all our kids deserve the very best. I'm here to fight to go on the street because our lives are important and our families are important, and we need to tell our kids this is what we do. When we united, we fight and we...
We need to continue to show up, show out, and really just continue to be strong in numbers. I think today is a great example of what happens when people come together. We literally closed down the streets. We shut down the city, and we made sure that not only were we heard, but we were seen marching. And when we're able to come together and be strong in numbers, we're breaking glass ceilings. Anything is possible.
Mama, can't you see? Mama, can't you see? What the boss has done to me? What the boss has done to me? I used to be a human being. I used to be a human being. Now I'm only a machine. Now I'm only a machine. Yeah, yeah.
Hey, that was cool. I gotta say, Tylene's team took all the material we put together, which was roughly about 6 hours worth of material when you combine the interviews, the drone footage, and then the walk through the city. There's a lot of footage for the team to condense down into 3 minutes and tell a story. But as you can see, we can tell your story. Our team is good at doing this. This is what we do on a daily basis. And I got to give Ty's team props. It's always good to have team members who can make you stand out and be incredible, partnerships to do that, having videographers, photographers, drone operators. And without all of that, you don't have a company, you don't have a team, you don't have what it takes to put together big productions. And also, along with those partnerships, sometimes you get to do things that are just amazing. Rainier Beach High School has been going through a transition and a transformation. And doing so, it's now become a hub for places for people to come to. Not just places. What I mean by this is hold on. Sorry. I got to throw a comment up here real quick. Thank you, Nikki. If you're trying to get your message out in the community, like for college, for all the rest of that, you need a hub home for your community, for schools, for education. And Rainier Beach High School has become that with this transformation. And we had the gift, and I had the gift of working with Converge on this particular one here. One of many shows that have been on both Fox 13 segment shows on Fox 13, Fox Soul, and been seen nationwide. I want you to take a look at this. This was a college fair that happened just, I believe it was like 2 months ago. But take a look at this. It was kind of fun. I got to be the producer and the director of photography for this. Please enjoy.
Today is an exciting day to recruit students ages 14 to 24 to teach them more about our career readiness program that we offer for our Seattle Public School students. Our students are brilliant. They're absolutely brilliant, but what they're lacking is opportunities, and that's what we're here to just show them an opportunity.
HBCU Expo, getting kids exposed, LinkedIn to HBCUs from around the country, other colleges as well, just trying to make our future brighter, put them in positions to be successful.
The vibe is phenomenal. The Southern hospitality is here at some of the schools. All Black people come together and just learn about colleges. What made me come to the Black College Expo today was all the opportunities to come see these colleges for free and learn about them, see what they provide for students. It's a great feeling. They offer scholarships. You can get on-the-spot admission to colleges, and it's just a vibe. Just if you look around, there's more than like 1,000 people in here today. So it's a lot of people, and I'm glad to see that.
It was really like a different version of how I see schools.
There is more than just UW and Seattle University.
Like
and,
Howard, yeah.
Yes, like actually opportunities that can help young Black people.
Just actually seeing the different types of schools and what they have to offer. There's some colleges that I haven't seen before and that spark my interest.
There's a lot of really nice admissions counselors and admissions officers who just want to see you succeed. And it's they want to give you as much as they can. So it's been a nice atmosphere to be around and talk to these people. When I was walking by, I didn't really think about it, but then I was looking and then she was telling me about all the opportunities and all the financial aid and the school culture is. And I was like, oh, this is nice. And I looked at the picture of the school and I was like, this seems really cool. So I applied and I got admitted.
When I walked to my first booth, I got accepted into a college. So the most interesting thing is how you can walk into a place and not expect so much, and then it's just a big life opportunity pops in front of you. Knowing the Black history behind the HBCU and having a place where I can feel belong and just meet people that are my type of culture, be able to generally be myself, because I want to be comfortable in the state of place I am, and I feel like an HBCU is a place I can call home even if I'm so far away from home.
To have this event where there's been hundreds of students and parents and family members coming through, just wanting to talk and connect and to hear about what the opportunities are, I think is amazing. That tells me that our youth are really looking to go to college. And I think that's wonderful. And we really need that. And for Rainier Beach to hold this in this space says a lot for what Rainier Beach means to the community and what they're trying to also do for our youth.
The Black College Expo has been doing an excellent job of promoting their on-the-spot college acceptance and scholarships that have been awarded. Some parents that have been very grateful for the information that we've been providing, especially around how students can help pay for college without relying on student loans. What I'm telling the students is, regardless of what your interests are or what you want to do, there's an HBCU for you. The second message that I have for students is you don't need to rely on student loans to pay for your higher education. At UNCF, we have an initiative called Dethrone the Loan, and we go over strategies on how students can finance their higher education through grants and scholarships and minimize the amount of student loan that they need to take out and possibly even graduate from college debt-free.
Any opportunity to advance our youth from point A to point B is a win-win for everybody. The pathways are here for our students and for our families, but what's happening is we don't take full advantage of those opportunities. So I would take this time just to encourage our parents to help prepare our students for these opportunities and not to be afraid to seek opportunities for them. They deserve the best. We are better than the best. Let's go and get it together.
What's so awesome is I get a chance to be on, or at least a part of it, and help with the visual storytelling for Back to Besa, with Converge Media and Fox 13. I get to work with companies like, with local community, big influencers and powerful influencers like SEIU, which they are amazing people. Aaron there is absolutely amazing person, takes care of so many people, tens of thousands of people in the Seattle area. It could be from security to janitors to any form of labor like that. And it's a labor of love for them. So I appreciate what they do. I love working with them when I get the opportunity to do it. It's usually about once a year. The fact that I've got to work with helping with Mohai's get its statement out there and that was on their website. So you, like I said, I'll have a link for that so you can see that. Converge, that video you just saw there is on their website. I can throw a link in there for that. I got to give Carlos Omani, Amari Salisbury, Daryl Glover, and all the other people who have worked with me and supported with me nothing but love and respect for what they've done this year. Actually, in 2025, we're in 26 now, which is kind of cool. I got to say that's awesome. Now, here comes the pitch. This is a cell phone. We're out doing these things right here. You've had a long day. This is for our LinkedIn people. So, and anyone else who's thinking about doing remote. You want to produce a show. You don't have time to get out to a studio. You don't have 4 hours in a day to really like lock yourself out and I got to go do this. I got to spend 2 hours here. I got to prep and do all of that and go. I don't want to set up a whole big office configuration thing and I don't want to do the Riverside where I got to like do all the plugins and that. Use your smartphone, which is a beautiful camera as you can see right here. Get a nice little light. Get a wireless microphone. I'm using the Rode Wireless Pros right now. That's why I'm getting the audio in here while I'm in this beautiful casino hotel and be able to do your live show anywhere. Get it produced the way you want to. That's where a.p.c. Photography comes in. We can actually produce these shows for you. Get your title up there, get any logos you want in there, put any background photos you want. We can square you off, put you inside of any one of the slots in any way you'd like to be for the show. We can do both horizontal and vertical. The other big piece about this is impact of community. Most of the times when you're streaming to one source. So for example, if we're doing a LinkedIn stream, we're only doing a LinkedIn stream. If we're doing an Instagram stream, we're doing an Instagram stream. If we're doing a YouTube stream, we're doing a YouTube stream only. Right now, I'm simulcasting to 4 different social medias at once. Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and YouTube, because I have 2 YouTube channels. This type of service and having it produced for you anytime, anywhere is essential for keeping you rolling at 100%. Now, if you notice through this whole time, this hasn't like jumped out or lost any of the resolution or had some of that, how do we call it? That zoom look where it's not quite 100% there. With the way that the service is set up, you're gonna get this high level visual that comes through every single time, high level audio. And if you have any questions, let me know. We are doing a special right now. If you're just gonna work with just your phones, we have a special where you can do 2 episodes a month for $600 on a prepaid services. That's in the prepaid contract throughout the year. We do have some other programs too where you can get multiple shows in a month or in a week. We also have ones where we can bring the big camera setups and everything out for you. We can do the big live production show. We can even do your concerts and all the rest. We can even do a big event where we have people who are like at a basketball event or whatever, taking the cameras and going one location to the location, doing interviews. We can hook up laptops and have cameras going in multiple locations. We can even have it where if you have a yellow box or if you're doing a high-end professional one where you have one room here, another room over there, and another room over there, and you've got 4 cameras in each room. You've got an ATEM switcher and all the rest. We can get you piped into your own stream here on top of what you're doing in that room in 4 or 5 different rooms. Have the ability to have comments pop up as we go. So if you have a comment pop in, if you're logged in, you'll see it right there. It'll pop up, and you can see the different platforms it comes from. We can even have a ticker at the top of the screen letting you know which platforms have what people in it, and you can see the number of people that are actually online as you're doing your stream. Long story is not going to be short. We have everything that you can do. The expression is long story short, and it just seems like I'm rambling on here. Long of it is, give me a call, email me. As you can see, the little runner ticker down there. Let's talk about some options for you if you're interested in doing it. This is the beginning of 2026. This is the first live stream of 2026. It's a multicast. We just did it on 4 different platforms. I'm William Davis, the owner of a.p.c. Photography, and if you are looking for video, photo, sound, light, or broadcasting like this, reach out to me. I'm here to help you with all these services. I can even consult you on it if you've got a good start to what you're doing and you'd like to have a package put together and you have a team but you need that little bit of extra spark to it. Give me a ring. Let's see what we can do to consult you and get you that last 10 or 20% you need. Thank you for watching. Appreciate you. We're going to do a little count out about 10 seconds, then fade to black.